Welcome back to another episode of Chat with Chandi, where we talk all things culture, health, arts, and travel. So I wanted to do a get to know me episode because hopefully I'm gaining some subscribers, some followers who don't actually know me, or for those of you who, think you may know me, but you really don't. So hopefully I just let you get to know who I am a little bit more and why I even started Chat with Chandi. So like I said, CHAT stands for Culture, Health, Arts, and Travel. But why? First of all, I love acronyms, okay? Anytime I'm trying to come up with a name for something, I think, could this have an acronym? I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I just love a good acronym, okay? So that may come from I don't know, I just love words. I always have. I'm a writer, I'm a poet. I am a children's book author, so I am just many things. But hopefully you just get to know all about me in this episode. So keep watching. All right, so let's get started. Where do I begin? The beginning. So I was born, raised, and I currently reside in Columbus, Georgia. For those not familiar with the area, it's about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half south of Atlanta, Georgia, depending on who's driving. I say that because my family says I drive slow. I drive cautiously, okay? That's all. I don't need no ticket. I don't need no wrecks or nothing like that. So I drive cautiously. I grew up with my mom, my dad, and an older brother who's 10 years older than me. I talk about that in my very first Chat with Chandi episode, which was from 2018, where I interviewed my mom. So let's get started a little bit about how Chat with Chandi came about. When I was growing up and people were like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? I used to say stuff like, I want to be a writer. I want to be an actress. I wanted to be a magazine editor. These were the things that I was throwing out there. So, and I used to play talk show and things like that. And as I was growing up and watching TV and reading different things, I saw that Oprah was doing all those things. So basically in my head, I was just like, I want to do what Oprah does. So, and still to this day, okay, I love everything Oprah does. So still a goal, okay? But that's what I wanted to do. I have actually dabbed a little bit in each of those areas throughout the years, maybe not at the level that I want to, but hey, I'm still on this journey, right? So that's how Chat with Chandi came about, because I just love that in today's day and age, you don't have to wait for someone to give you an opportunity for something. You can we have these platforms that we can use and create our own. So that's what I wanted to do with Chat with Chandi. Now, when I first started Chat with Chandi, the chat didn't stand with anything. I just liked that the CH in chat was like the CH in my name, which for those of you who don't know me in person, it is pronounced Chandi, where a lot of people whose names start with CH might pronounce it with the SH sound. But I always tell people, you go to church on Sunday, you sit in a chair, and my name is Chandi. So that's how you say my name, and that's how you pronounce it, Chat with Chandi. Okay, so fun fact. Apparently I say that a lot because one of my daughters the other day mentioned, she saw a meme or something, and it was like, if you had $1 million for every time you said, and she was like, Ma, you'd be rich if every time you said fun fact, you got some money. She said you have even more money if you got money every time the fun fact wasn't actually fun. When I tell you it be your own kids, baby, they keep me very humble, okay? Because they will tear you down. But fun fact anyways, my name, speaking of my name, came from the obituary column of all places, okay? Stay with me now. So you know how in the obituary, when it names your family members that are still living, so my mom used to read every part of the newspaper, including the obituary column. So she got my name from whoever had passed. I never knew who their name. I never thought to ask what their name was, but Chandi, if that's even how they pronounced it, was a family member. And she saw the name, and that's how she felt it would be pronounced. And so she named me Chandi. And I won't say my middle name right now. And don't get me wrong, I love my middle name, but I just didn't want to put it in the video. But my middle name, she got off of a Burger King name tag. So that's where my name came from, Chandi. And I love it. Okay. Fun fact number 2. you will notice, like right now, I don't have any makeup on. So I love makeup. I enjoy wearing makeup. I love how I look with makeup on. I'm not the best at doing my own makeup, so most of the time when I have makeup on, it's because somebody else did it, or I just feel like I did a good job that day. But you know how like a lot of people like put a lot of emphasis on their eyebrows and things like that. So if you notice, okay, I don't have very much eyebrows, but it's not because like I shaved it off or anything or messed them up and they grew back like that or any of that. That's just how my eyebrows grow. Like my mom's was the same way. Well, mind you, I did not even know that my eyebrows were any different from anybody else's until I was in 11th grade. So this is the fun fact. 11th grade, I was sitting in it was a childcare class. And in this particular class, we didn't have like regular desk. It was like a round table and chairs. Shout out to Shaw High School, class of '02, Raider Country, okay? But in this particular class, it was first day of school, y'all. So it was very quiet. Nobody was talking yet. It wasn't like we didn't know people because it's 11th grade, so by now you know each other and stuff like that, but everybody was just being quiet, waiting on the teacher, who was Miss Webb at the time, to give us instruction on whatever was about to happen. So there was this guy who was in the class, and let me see, am I gonna say his name? I'm gonna say his name. I just won't say his last name, but Shaw class of '02, anybody else who was there at that time is gonna know who it was. But anyway, his name was Nate. Hi, Nate. He was sitting across from me at the table and he was just staring at me. And so I'm sitting there first day of school, like, why? In my head, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, why is Nate staring at me? So finally he goes, Chandi, you ain't got no eyebrows. And so of course this make everybody turn and look at me, and everybody looking like, yeah, she ain't got no eyebrows. I promise y'all, until that day, I had never even noticed that my eyebrows were any different than anybody else's. So shout out to Nate for that fun fact. Okay, so speaking of high school, my senior year, the October of my senior year, I got pregnant. I was 17 at the time because I didn't turn 18 until March. Do you know there are still people, and I'm not going to name them in this video, who still to this day bring up the fact that I got pregnant and I delivered my daughter at 18 in July of the following year. And I turned 40 this year. That child turned 22 this year. And there are still people who like to run it back and talk about me being pregnant at 17. But that's okay. That is okay because it didn't stop anything. I love my daughter. I'm proud of my daughter and I'm proud of myself. So to anybody who wants to try to make me feel some type of way behind that, I'm good on that, okay? But I did have my daughter at 18, and also, going back to the whole driving thing and me being a cautious driver, apparently I didn't start out a very good driver though, because I didn't get my driver's license until I turned 18. I actually got it on my 18th birthday. I'm a Pisces, by the way. I just like to put that out there. A March Pisces, because them February Pisces, they different, okay? Don't associate. I ain't saying no shade to y'all, but don't associate me with the February Pisces, because we different, okay? I'm a March Pisces. But anyways, so I got my driver's license on my birthday. I was pregnant, and it was my birthday. And these are the two reasons why I think I got my driver's license, because my mom was watching, right, as I was doing the test, the part in the actual parking lot of the driver's license place. And I could not parallel park very well. I ran over a cone. I backed up, I hit that cone again, and then ran over another one. So when it was over and I got out and I was walking back up to the building, my mom was like, well, maybe next time. I said, what you mean? They gave it to me. And she was like, what? Because she had seen part of the driving test. So, but yeah, I think the lady felt sorry for me because it was my birthday and I was pregnant. She was like, let me get this baby her driver's license. She needs a win today. So that's how I got my driver's license. But anyways, I'm a great driver. I'm an excellent driver. Also, let's see, what else is there to me? I don't know. I'm trying not to tell y'all too much, and I'm trying not to turn this into a therapy session because, like I said, I'm a Pisces. I cry like that, and I get mad because I don't think people to think, oh, I'm crying because I'm sad. No, sometimes I'm just crying because I'm pissed off. So there's a side to me too, but we won't go into that. Okay, so I did mention earlier about me being a writer. So I started writing when I was about 12 years old. It started with poems. I may have to make a part 2 to this video. Let me know. I want y'all to let me know when you watch this video if y'all are interested in hearing any of my poetry. And I might do a video where I read a couple of my poems. I don't know. I get nervous about people hearing my poems. I don't know. But anyway, so I have a poetry book. Not one that was like published or put out or anything. Just I put it together for myself. But I do have a children's book that I published under my publishing company called Creative Expressions Publishing and Productions. And the book is called The Brooks Family and the Weekend Playdate. So I'm a Christian and I enjoy tying things in life to the Bible and my faith and things like that. So what I did was I wrote a children's book that it's supposed to be a series, and I say supposed to be because I only wrote the first book, and everybody that has purchased that book has asked me about the sequel, which has not come out yet. Be on the lookout for it. I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to be a series, and it's called The Brooks Family and the Weekend Playdate, and it follows a family where the kids learn lessons that tie in with the Bible verse. So when I wrote that book, I ended up going on a little bit of a book tour. Thank you for that to Miss Paula Egan's, who kind of put me on that book tour a little bit. I started myself by having a book signing at the Mildred L. Terry Library. And people came out and they listened to me read the book. They purchased the book. And also, then I got some speaking engagements from it where I went to a couple different churches, went to events that were going on around the city and selling my book. That was a really great time. I enjoyed that. I also like to be around the theater. That's part of the arts in chat that I enjoy. When I was younger, my mom used to take me to the Springer Theater and the River Center to see different shows. So that sparked the love of theater for me. I love to read. I enjoy books. I do want to write more books, children books and otherwise. So definitely be on the lookout for that from me. And I love traveling. That's something that I definitely enjoy. Some of the places that I've been, if you checked out my last video, I talked about my trip to Spain that I went on with my middle daughter. In her Spanish class from school at the time when she was still in high school last year. And that was great. So I've been to Spain. I've been to the Bahamas several times. I've been to Mexico, Grand Turk, the Dominican Republic. Where else? Then places in the United States as well. Florida, of course, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, New York, Illinois, Mississippi, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm trying to think where else I might have been. DC. Recently, just went to DC this summer, actually. That might have been like my fourth or fifth trip to DC. Maryland, just to name a few. So I enjoy traveling. My favorite way to travel is cruise. It's like you get the best of both worlds. You get to cruise and have the food, the entertainment, the luxury, the relaxation, and then still go to a destination. So I definitely love cruising. So I want to do more vlogs and things like that of my trips. So definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for those travel episodes. Okay, so the obvious is about me. I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I've been married for 17 years. We have 5 children, 3 girls, 2 boys. And I work full time. And now I put out these videos that I hope y'all enjoy. I hope in this one you've feel like you've gotten to know me a little bit better, gotten to know why Chat with C.H.A.T started and what drives me to keep going with it, and some fun facts along the way. And be on the lookout for possibly a part 2 where we go a bit deeper. But until next time, continue to enjoy culture, health, arts, and travel. See you later.